Range script loaded, you can now press escape, select choose slot, and pick your aircraft. You have started the mission in the air. Increase the throttle lever up to cruise power. Use trim to level the aircraft, and navigate towards the Lake Aktinizovsky Liman, on a heading of 335 degrees. The northern island of that lake is our waypoint 2. Maintain 250 knots and ascend to arrive at that waypoint at 5,000 feet altitude. Press spacebar once you have trimmed the aircraft. The Bronco is armed with 4 M60C machine guns, 2 in each fuselage sponson. Each machine gun has a fleet of 500 rounds. Their basic specifications are weight 23 pounds, caliber 7.62 millimeters, rate of fire 550 to 650 rounds per minute, muzzle speed 853 meters per second, effective range 1100 meters. In addition, the real Bronco can mount 2 GPU-2A gun pods on its inner fuselage stations, or on its ventral station, and it was also used by the Douglas Skyhawk, Cessna Dragonfly and Bell Huey Cobra. This pod is fitted with the M197 triple-barrel 20mm gun, along with 300 rounds of ammunition. Unfortunately, this gun pod is not yet available on DCS. Press spacebar to continue. For this training mission, we will use a weapons range that uses objects created by the 476th Virtual Fighter Group, and a weapons range script developed by the user Sirabob, which will allow you to gauge your accuracy and monitor your training progress. On this mission, you will have to strafe 3 gun targets available on the southern side of the range. Perform at least 3 passes over the strafing pits, 1 for each target. Perform the passes on a west to east general direction, so that the mission logic can keep track of them. Make as many passes as you want, while you still have ammunition left. You can access the attack statistics calling up the F10 option of the communications menu. The procedure for using the sponson machine guns is as follows. 1. Sight reticle brightness knob, turn clockwise as required. The sight reticle brightness knob enables both the sight reticle illumination and brightness adjustment. 2. Filament selection switch, set to number 1, down. Not simulated, but on the real Bronco the instruction was to always use first filament number 1, because if number 2 is selected and it burns out, it may short out filament number 1, which was below it. 3. Sight depression, as required. For this training, we suggest a value of 180 milliradians. The sight depression lever is used to adjust the depression angle of the sight reticle, variable from 0 to 270 milliradians. The depression selected is read directly on the sight body and is indicated in multiples of 10 milliradians. 4. Gun switches for left and right side, set to ready. The left and right gun switches are used to select ready or safe condition of the fixed M60C sponson-mounted machine guns. These guns may be fired in selected pairs or simultaneously. Note, the Mark IV gun pod switch is inoperative. 5. Master arm switch, set to on. All armament is controlled by the master arm switch. The armament circuits can be energized only when this switch is on. An armament safety circuit prevents operation of weapon system when the landing gear handle is down, not simulated yet. 6. To fire, depress the trigger on the flight stick grip. Give a very short squeeze to the trigger to test the machine guns. Good, the machine guns are now ready to use. Up ahead is the Lake Aktinizovsky Liman. The northern island of that lake is our waypoint 2. Adjust your heading to overfly it. We have reached waypoint 2, turn right to enter the weapons range on a 90-degree heading. The gun strafing pits are at the southern side of the range. Select one of the 3 available pits and align to make a pass over it. Begin the dive, keeping the targeting reticle centered over the gun target. Wait until the sight center dot is over the desired target, then press the gun trigger on the stick to fire the machine guns. Pull back on the stick to exit the dive and climb back up. Increase throttle. First pass. Turn right 180 degrees towards a 270 degrees heading, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 3,000 feet, before attempting another pass. Pull back on the stick to exit the dive and climb back up. Increase throttle. Second pass. Turn back 180 degrees, towards a west heading, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 3,000 feet, before attempting another pass. Pull back on the stick to exit the dive and climb back up. Increase throttle. Third pass. If you still have ammunition, turn back 180 degrees, and perform another pass. Start climbing back to at least 3,000 feet, before attempting another pass. Pull back on the stick to exit the dive and climb back up. Increase throttle. Fourth pass. If you still have ammo, turn back 180 degrees, and perform another pass. If you are out of ammunition, then return to base on a heading of 140 degrees. The heading towards Anapa Air Base is approximately 140 degrees. You can check your range results by pressing / to bring up the communications menu. Select F10, Other, then select F2, Range, finally, click F1, My Strafing Results. Deactivate the gun armament with this procedure. 1. Left and right gun switches, set to clear. 2. Master arm switch, set to off, after a minimum delay of 5 seconds, to prevent a jam and allow sufficient time for the gun charging rods to disengage. 3. Gun sight, set to off, by setting its brightness to minimum. You have completed the main subject of this training mission. Select. Press backspace if you want to fly back and land at Anapa, or press spacebar to end the training now. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the main subject of this mission. Press spacebar again to exit the training.